Hi, this is a quick lesson on octaves and how you can use them with electric guitar to create new parts. In case you don't know, an octave is a note that has the same name as another note but maybe at a higher or lower pitch. So for example, I can play a note here which is a G, and if I go here it's also a G, and so is this one, and this one. So I just played 4 different Gs, and the distance from one to another is called an octave. So from here to here, that space in sound is an octave. And when we talk about playing octaves on a guitar, what we usually mean is playing 2 notes of the same name an octave apart together at the same time, like this, or maybe this, or. So I just played an octave in 3 different places, but each time I was using Gs as my note. One way that they can be really useful is, firstly, if you're playing jazz, they're often used for melodies. So if I was playing a melody which went, I could play it there, but I could also play it here. What a jazz guitarist might do is go, play them together at the same time. What a rock guitarist might use them for is to create a part where, if you've got one guitarist playing power chords, so for example I might play a G power chord, then a D power chord, then a C power chord. So I might go, the original chords that those power chords come from will either be major or minor. So the first chord in this example, I think that would have been a G major, the D would have been major, and the C would have been major. So all 3 of those would be major chords. And a major chord is made up from 3 individual notes. So what I could do is, if one person was playing a power chord, that contains 2 of the notes of the chord anyway. So as an octave part, I could play the extra note that's not being used. Now, I'll do another video on a bit more of the theory as to how you can find which notes to use, but if I just tell you what they are for now. With the G chord, I've got a G, a B and a D. Power chord contains the G and the D, so I'm going to use the B as my octave. So that, combined with the power chord, will give the full sound of the chord, but it sounds more interesting than just one person playing the full chord if you have the 2 parts separate. So what I'll do is I'll record into the loop pedal the 3 power chords first of all. Over the top, I'm going to play the octave parts for the thirds of each chord, so that's the missing note that's not in the power chord. I could also use some of the notes that are already in the power chord, so I can mix them up a bit. So that's just a quick example of how to use them. A really good example of this on an actual record is a song by The Offspring called Want You Bad, and the guitar solo on that is worth checking out as a good example of how they do this. It's 3 power chords being played, and the solo part's playing the octave of the missing note that's not in the power chord. Okay, I'll do another video on a bit more of the theory, but that's one on octaves. Any questions, then just email me and hopefully I can help. Thanks.